Real life street stars, man. We in this bitch with Be Fresh and Elijah from IK Studios.
Hey, what's going on, man?
You starting to become a regular up here, Elijah.
Yes, sir. We got a lot going on.
Nah, for real. I definitely want to introduce, one of the new members of the black media, Be Fresh in the building, man. How you doing, brother?
Man, what's good, bro? What's going on?
First and foremost, I want to salute you, man, on a dope show you got called FreshTalkz.
Appreciate that.
FreshTalkz. How did that concept come together?
Man, honestly, man, one day it just like crossed my mind because I love watching interviews,
right,
first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? But like, I just had an idea, like, damn, ain't nobody really like in the city kind of doing what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? Just on camera, like having dope guests, even outside of just artistry, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I pitched the idea to Elijah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey man, I have a dope idea, like I want to do like a little podcast or something like that, you know what I'm saying? But I was really like procrastinating a lot. And he used to just randomly hit me up like, hey bro, like, what's up on the show? What's up on the show? It was just going through one ear after the other. And one day I just got fresh and came to the studio and just randomly ran into Erica Banks, I believe. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Erica Banks too.
Shout out Erica Banks.
That was the first person I had on my show, and she, to this day, she bigged me up, she supported me and everything. So I salute Erica Banks. So I had no content, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, hey man, like is it cool? I can sit down and have a little interview with you. She was all with it, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I support her to this day. She a super dope artist, like top 5 in the city for sure.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he finally just got me out my comfort zone, and shit, man, we've been going up ever since.
That's live, man. I wanted to ask you about how do you go about choosing the guests for your platform? Because one of the things I noticed is that you have a lot of guests on there that I personally I didn't know about, or I learned something about them. Like watching the interview, I learned and gained some knowledge of who they were, and like, damn, why don't I know that person? Yeah. So I want to know, like, what amount of research do you do to be like, oh, I need to get the dopest tattoo artists, or you know what I'm saying? The girls that linked up together and started a business. How do you go about choosing who's on your show?
Okay, so I want to speak on one guest, which is the ex-drug dealer, Freeway RickRoss.
Yeah.
My guy Elijah set that up for me. You know what I'm saying?
How did that happen, Elijah? Let's talk to Elijah.
That shit was dope. One of his people hit us up and they was like, they wanted to do an interview with us. And of course, I have a couple interview shows that I produce, but I don't know, I picked Be Fresh because I just felt like it would fit, you know what I'm saying, with the Freeway RickRoss or whatever. And it ended up turning out super dope. So y'all should check that mug out if y'all haven't seen it. You know, but as far as how it happened, yeah, she hit us up. She said, we're coming through town doing a press run. We need to see if we can get an interview or whatever. So I set it up. And that was cool. Like, they came through, did it, gave us a book, signed it. So it was all good.
That's dope. So again, how do you come up with some of the people that you have on your show? Because like I say, Danielle Washington and Kiambra Roberts, my personal favorite interview. Like, how do you pick some of the people that you find, you know?
So, like I was telling you, when we communicated on the phone, like, I try to step outside of like just music, because Dallas, it's really a big city. Everybody doing big things in a certain little genre or whatever. So, like with the Danielle said, I just felt like that was important information to put out there. You know what I'm saying? They do that.
People need to know that.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like it was like a good fit for me to sit down with them. And I think that was like my second interview with them, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was actually second or third.
Yeah.
That's fire, because like I said, for me as a person that watches interviews a lot, the one thing I love about interviews is when I can learn something, or you put me on game. Yeah. And I feel like that's one of the things that your platform does, is you put a lot of people on game.
Yeah, I want to shout out Coach Drake. Like, I had this tattoo artist named Exclusive.
Yeah.
He orchestrated that for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I reached out, want to set, I just think she a dope tattoo artist. Shout out Exclusive. I think today is her birthday, by the way, so happy birthday. So, yeah, so I don't know, man, I just feel like I have like a team right now, you know what I'm saying? And like, people see my content, they see like, okay, this is a good fit for me to come, have a conversation about what I have going on. My biggest thing, I just want to show love to my city, bro. Like, just on a media platform for us, and you ain't gotta have like a huge following, you know what I'm saying? If I see that you got talent, I'ma rock with you.
Right.
Like, let me try to help you in a sense, you know what I'm saying? So that's my big thing about it.
Now, I did notice, and this might be an Elijah question, The first 3 episodes, black background. 4th episode, Quasar lights in the background. And that's team to me where it's something so small that can make it look so big. You know what I'm saying? What was the mindset behind that for you?
Well, from the beginning, we was thinking about a set design. So we thought about like a neon sign that said "Be Fresh" or something, "Be Fresh Talks" or whatever.
That would have been kind of hard too, though.
I mean, we already had the little tube lights or whatever. So I think we started off with maybe, I think 3 or something, and then we did 4 with the Freeway RickRoss, and then we ended up with the 2. And I don't know, the 2 just fit, like it just looked good. So I don't know, like, and I feel like every time it's showing, you don't even have to have Be Fresh on the screen, but if we got them 2 lights behind them, you know it's Be Fresh Talks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a signature thing.
Yeah, as a person that has a moniker, the light wall for us, I feel like you've branded yourself in that way.
Honestly,
where it's
bro,
I
don't know, bro. Before I even got to this point, I've been watching your interviews. Like, I appreciate this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is super dope. Like, but I kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Got the concept. Like, man, it gives more, it shine more light to the person. Like, just who you sit down with. So
yeah, because it just gives it such a unique look. It's like
it's like this though, like
that's what I'm saying.
You know you in real life when you see this,
and now you know you at Beef. It's like I see it on my time. Like I'm like, yeah, that's a Be Fresh interview. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's fire.
That's dope.
So is that something like? Was that a conscious thing of branding awareness? Like, hey, we gonna put this, and this is gonna be the brand, or is it just some you didn't step up the value, and it just happened to come?
It was conscious for sure.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, man. You know, I speak on fashion as well. That's more of like my name, Be Fresh. Like I try to, you know, present a different form of fashion in each show I do. You know what I'm talking about? So I really shine like different artists, like Muddy Boy Tony. Like he dressed a different way, but it's fresh to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, or like a Love and Chance in the way how she come about in the fashion world. So I don't know, bro. It's just I just feel like it shine light on the whole show, like for its FreshTalkz. Like it speak on what you got going on. Right. Well, you know, what you rocking as well. You know what I'm saying? Like what you got coming up next. Like, you know, this put it out there.
Speaking of Enchanting, you interviewed Enchanting recently. Yeah. How did you feel that situation with that interview?
Man, first and foremost, I got nothing but love and respect for her. Like she's a super dope artist. Like if y'all haven't checked out Trappin' Blues, please go check that out.
Super dope.
Super dope project. But you know, when we set up the interview or whatever, she came. I put it out there first, like, hey, like, is there, you know, anything you want to talk about or you don't want to talk about? She immediately, her and I think her manager Johnny, you know what I mean? So he was, you know, they were like, nah, you know, just don't bring up the Duffy situation. Cool. So like the interview was going dope and everything, and the whole interview went like dope as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like. Great body of work, but I think we you know, we shared like a cool little clip. I feel like everybody should, you know, tune into, like the 2 records she got with Wiz Khalifa. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you know, I think she felt the way about the interview, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Like we just promoting the interview, just having people to go check it out. You know, I just feel like it was a cool clip, but she didn't like the fact that we tagged Duffy in the situation. So, I don't know, bro, but like I said, like, it's nothing but love. That's the only, like, you know, but like I said, I just feel like as a woman, I think she probably, like, took it away. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I know you've been doing the media thing for a while. That kind of happens. I know Elijah probably didn't experience this, just even being with artists where you'll do something and for some reason they'll feel some type of way and then you have to either do damage control or stand on what you do. I just feel like she don't know me as a person. She see that I do it. I'm an interviewer, you know what I'm saying? So people don't know what to expect in a sense. So I try to give out good energy every time, you know what I mean? So, but shit, like I said, she a super dope artist. I rock with her to this day, you know what I'm saying?
So what did that experience like teach you about just in general, like dealing with artists and managing those type of situations?
I don't know, man. I just, for my platform, I try not to, you know, shine light on nothing negative. You know what I mean? Like, I want to get to know you as an artist, the dope music you creating. You know what I'm saying? What you got coming up next? Like, what features you got coming up? You know what I mean? Like, I want to know what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't really like feed into no negativity at all. Right. I'm not that type of person.
Right. You like I said, you have such a versatile show where you deal with so many different people and you're on screen. And we had a conversation. I said, you being on screen might be something that's going to end up blessing you in the end because people get to know you, they see you, they get to see your mannerisms. Yeah. I would see a radio station reaching out to you, things like that. Yeah. Now let's talk about Dallas media, you know, us being black media, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times it feels like people try to pit the black media against the other black media. You know, you're starting to see black media blogs beefing now. How do we as black owned business, you know, owners, you know, kind of combat against that? Like, what are some of the things that we can do to combat against that? Like me and you had a dope conversation.
Yeah, like I said, I speak on unity a lot. Like unity is important. Right. I just feel like if it wasn't a lot of like ego, man, I mean, it's a lot of talent in the city, even in the media line. Like, I just feel like if people just get together and like, you know, just be a team, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can eat, you know, people just got to really get out the ego thing with me, you know what I'm saying? But for us right now.
No, my bad. Go ahead. But like with the Dallas media, it low key need to be like anytime an artist come through the city, they need to come through Reallyfe, they need to come through Arcade, they need to go through Head Pint, they need to go through Whoop Whoop, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's
like the media's tour almost.
Yeah, like when they go to New York, they going to Breakfast Club, they going to
Hot 97,
Sway, all them, like, you know what I'm saying? We got the same thing, you know what I mean?
Up. Right,
like we just gotta build our audiences, you know, get up there where they at. But it's definitely happening for sure. Right. You know what I'm saying? We just need all the big artists in the city to mess with us, you know what I'm saying? Mess with you, like mess with us, mess with Mo Classified, mess with anybody that's doing interviews, you know what I'm saying? Dallas Wall Street, everybody. Like,
hey, shout out Mo Classified, she the GOAT.
Yeah, man. Shout out Mo,
like,
man.
She motivated me, bro. Like, just out what she done accomplished, just working with Source. You know what I'm saying? She like a brand ambassador. So I salute Mo Classified. I tell her every time I see her, like, you the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, bro, it's so many media platforms, bro. I just feel like Dallas, it's bigger than K104 or 97.9. It's different media platforms where people can come sit down and really be themselves. You know what I'm saying?
And we all working. I want to ask you, I'll ask both of y'all this. What is your favorite interview that you did thus far?
I'm gonna have to say Jonathan.
Okay.
Like, true story, man, we had like a drinking game. You know what I'm saying? So
I seen that.
Of course, each interview, I'm gonna be honest, I had me a couple drinks. Like, I got me a drink right now.
Yeah, and he brought some drink. Real nigga, man.
Drink.
Real nigga.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all can definitely pull up for sure. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so we had like a drinking game. Shout out Jonathan Wright for sure.
That's one hard nigga to get a talk. Man, he just stood us up like 3-4 times, man. Jonathan, if you see this, you've been standing us up, man.
Yeah, he hard to get in touch with.
Yeah, for sure.
He probably just did 6ix9ine her, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, he did. That's really nuts,
crazy.
though. Shout out to him, though. Shout out to him. Sure.
Yeah. So we had like a little drinking game. You know, I asked him about, you know, his celebrity friends he did her for. You know, if he say like or like, he gotta take a shot. If he you know what I'm saying? Like,
right. That's hard to do.
Yeah. He was really cheating though. Cause there was no way to know if he was telling the truth.
I'm sober now, so like,
no way.
You a hoe, Jonathan. I ain't gonna start. For sure.
What about you, Elijah, man? What's your favorite interview that y'all done?
Bro, it's out of Chastity Simone, the top model, and probably. See who we did.
I gotta put Freeway in it, like, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's for the culture.
That's the easy one, but I'm ain't gonna lie. My favorite one was Danielle Washington and Kiambra. The story was so crazy.
Yeah,
they were both dating the same
shout
nigga.
Out Kiambra and shout out Danielle for
they
sure.
were both dating the same man, and then they end up linking up.
That's crazy, right? I said that too.
$1 million.
That was crazy.
I said that nigga dropped the ball. How you gonna have two entrepreneurs?
That's crazy. And they both fit, and they
end up linking up with each other.
They end up linking up. Shout out to him, man. Yeah. That nigga dropped the ball.
I think they in Miami right now turning up as we speak. Like, that's crazy.
Hey, if you was that nigga, man, how sick would you be to watch that? Like, both my exes linked up and got bread?
Man, like, that's crazy. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, it low-key felt like he was shooting. It low-key felt like he was shooting your shot at one of them.
Hey, shout out Danielle. Hey, I don't be put myself on the spot like that. God, beautiful woman, for sure.
Thanks.
I gotta ask, you know, beyond even y'all culture, what is probably one of your favorite interviews that, you know, just ever in general that you ever watched?
My favorite interview is with Charlamagne the God and Birdman.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. That's when you come in with animosity like that.
I'm gonna say.
Will you say Charlamagne held his nuts on that one?
Yeah, like.
Oh, for sure.
You see how he was really like, you know, like.
Speak on it.
Why you didn't do Rick Ross and them like that? You know what I'm saying? So that was crazy. Like that was crazy.
Right.
My favorite interview, bro, is probably either between Nipsey Hussle and who was the other person, bro? I can't even think of the other bro. I just had it on my mind. I can't think about it. But Nipsey Hussle for sure. He give a lot of knowledge in every interview that he does.
I ain't gonna lie.
Kevin Gates does good interviews.
Yeah, he does for sure.
Man, it's a bunch of guys, bro. Like I get a lot of knowledge out the interviews. You know what I'm saying? Soulja Boy, he's telling some truth.
When Kevin Gates didn't want no girl to touch him. Like,
say it again.
When Kevin Gates didn't want no girl to touch him,
bro, that was crazy.
He like, yeah, you know, my
neck.
Damn, what's that? I don't know if that was L.A. Lakers. He kind of brushed away. He tried to do. Yeah. So that was crazy. But like, far as back on Charlamagne, like that's like overall.
Kanye West interviews. My bad. But yeah.
Yes, but Fredro Starr.
Oh,
he was on Charlamagne ass.
He was on his ass for sure. I do love. I'm not gonna lie, I do love interviews with tension. Our biggest interviews, Mo3, almost at 900K.
Then
and that was mad. Yeah, it's more than Boosie for sure.
Are you talking about when he was at the North Dallas?
No, when he had the North Dallas, yeah. But it was, you know, we fuck Mo3, but that interview, it was tension. And when you're tension, it's like you can just get whatever you want to get off. Like you can really ask a nigga some shit that you probably wouldn't do if you want to try to ruffle his feathers.
Yeah.
So you can really
Vlad be doing with his motherfucking ass.
Yes. So have you had an interview where it was just tension? Yet, like,
Nah, I ain't had that one yet.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of interviews so far.
Shout out Joe Guapo, man. He just passed away, but he was his last interview we did on the last season.
Yeah. So
like CME artist, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Real cool dude, bro. Like real cool. I done just shot a lot of music videos with him.
Yeah.
Like he real cool dude. He passed away this like 2 weeks ago or a week ago.
I want to send my condolences to the Cool Money Camp. I really fuck with them boys. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm blessed to have that interview with them too. So.
And that's another thing I was gonna touch on. We do these interviews with these people that are coming up and then they die or they go to jail or, you know, and then it starts hitting you like, damn, this is the last memory that people can see, right? Speak on what that means to you that, you know, good or bad, you're leaving something for somebody to hold on to, you know what I mean? Like,
man, just
history.
Go ahead.
Oh man, when I had posted about Dro the other day, I had posted God wanted you to tell your story, you know what I'm saying, before you left this mug. Like, it's crazy how we did that interview, then a couple weeks later that happened, you know what I'm saying, to him. Yeah. But God for sure wanted him to tell his story, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like when people go to jail, when people die, all that shit, like I really believe that to be divine intervention.
Yeah, so I was more, you know, happy of the fact that I captured the moment him speaking on his daughter, how much love he had for her, you know what I'm saying? So I think that was the first post I made just to tag, you know, Trap Boy Freddy and his whole camp in it, you know what I'm saying? So I hope they took that as love, you know what I'm saying? I just really want to share that moment with them. You know
definitely, man. The thing about interviews and doing things like this is like you could get someone, you know, you get a music video all day from a lot of artists, but you don't get that personality out of them, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it's in the moment. So I think interviews gonna stand the test of time when it comes, you know, like people go back and watch, of course, Pac videos. But his interviews really be like, you know, I'm getting game, man.
Person.
For the young cats who wasn't around when he was doing it. I had to ask you as far as for the young, you know, bloggers or, you know, vloggers that's coming up in the game that, you know, wonder what you know, kind of roadblocks y'all come into doing this interview stuff. Can y'all explain as far as what y'all may have experienced early on that you kind of had to kind of overcome to kind of get your groove and kind of get your stride in this whole thing?
Don't be afraid to accept no. You know, like, I'm good for right now, you know, keep working, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I took from it.
Yeah, and they also screenshot your DMs when they say no, so make sure.
I definitely do, for sure.
Niggas you asking niggas a screenshot on.
In the beginning, I had somebody kind of reach back out on some, like, you know, I don't want to say no names, but
she lit now.
Like, she kind of lit, like, damn, can I come? I'm like, damn, like, what was the support in the beginning? You know what I'm saying?
That's how it was.
Not, honestly.
That's how you know you coming up, though.
Yeah, no, I did watch I forgot who it was. They were talking to Lil CJ Casino where he was reaching out to him and he's like, man, I reached out to you when I first started and you were trying to charge me. And CJ was giving him game like, yeah, that's just the industry. Like, my platform is bigger than yours, so therefore I'm gonna give you the oop. So yeah, sometimes I can do it free, but you're asking for my time, which is like almost like doing a show. Like I'm gonna give you time, but that costs. So the dude he gave him because he finally got up with him, whatever. So he gave him game like this is just a game. It's just the industry. Don't be mad at me for doing it. This is just the industry, and people understand it. When it comes down to that.
And that's the thing. Like y'all, we gotta understand in Dallas, like the industry is becoming built, and it gotta be money to circulate. You know what I'm saying? To make it work. Like it ain't gonna work off nothing, off of favors and all that. Like favors cool. You know what I'm saying? When it's worth it, but money make it circulate. You know what I'm saying? Spend it, sell it, whatever. Like just spend some money with your people. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot. That's another thing too. My bad, I ain't even cut you a lot, but invest in yourself. Like any new blogger, like anybody that's trying to get into what I'm doing, like invest. I done had somebody ask me like, damn bro, why you so consistent? Invest. You know what I'm saying? Like don't expect nothing in return in the beginning. Like just show your craft.
That's
a fact.
What I'm saying? So that's a fact.
That's how I look in. That's how I'm so consistent right now.
So me and you again, we're talking about linking up all the Dallas media, the Mo Classifieds, the Dallas Wall Streets, the Dallas Globals, the IKs, the Mr. Hit That, the Hollywood Baby, and just take a picture of all the Dallas Fort Worth media. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the goal, man.
And just really show that stamp, like that shit'll go viral.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like why not be a team? Like just really show, like okay,
Because like Elijah said, I could see a scenario where somebody comes through the city and they got to go through everybody because it's going to be worth it.
A whole like media run, you know what I'm saying? Like
people are already getting money in Dallas anyway. Y'all see all the artists coming down here getting their money from them shows. Like everybody, plus, you got to come to Dallas.
Why not show love to the media platform?
Yeah, plus we have to build our own stars, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's right.
If y'all co-sign a guy, be like y'all hit us up saying, hey, y'all might not know this dude, but he cold, he raw.
If y'all fucking with this shit, drop it.
Then we drop him, then we gonna tell him to somebody else, hey, y'all should mess, this dude popping out here. And that's how someone kind of comes from nothing with work ethic, building the buzz. It takes a team. Now I do have to ask as far as there are now multiple bloggers and interviewers in Dallas that are, creating names for themselves. But from what I see is like they become, or the bloggers become kind of invested into the storyline of what some of the artists are doing. How do y'all feel about that as far as, whenever you're going to get the story, but when you get invested into the story yourself and now you're the one kind of controlling like thoughts and processes and things.
Right.
You mean like the the academic 6ix9ine situation?
Yeah, like an academic 6ix9ine situation where it's a friendship to where you have information because technically the artist that's being built, you're more than now you have information that technically is part of the storyline of artist storyline, and you of course you're gonna put it out. You're the media. And now you're involved in storylines, or the comeuppance of certain artists and things like that. How do y'all feel about that as far as being that invested into artists and things like that?
It's cool, but you got to know it's certain stuff that you can't tell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's cool to do that, but it's certain stuff that you can't tell the whole time.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm about to say.
Who do y'all bounce like things off of each other? Like when, or like say you like, man, I don't know if I should we ask this question or should we go there? Should we do this? Like,
it's each other. It's
How do y'all check each other?
He'll call me, be like, hey, you think I should do this? Woo, think I should make this post? Or I'll remind him like, hey, we need to post this interview from a couple weeks ago with the woo. You know what I'm saying? Like, get a couple more views with the woo. But like.
And I'm gonna shout out Chastity Simone. Like I really just honestly, I think that's like my favorite interview I did with her. Like she Dallas culture.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
And she did so much epic shit.
So much epic shit, bro. She don't work with Kanye West.
Yeah, that's I said, damn.
I don't know if you looked at the interview or not, but
I did.
Yeah.
I watched. I think almost.
You see how she was just like head ass, like just really sure. Like I've been knowing her all my life. Like I've been knowing we went to school with each other.
Right.
And I don't know if y'all knew this or not. But we went to elementary together. Like elementary, middle school.
Yeah, I've been knowing a lot.
That make it authentic.
And that's the thing about real life. Like me and him grew up like since we was 8. And all of our partners in real life, we all grew up with each other. So that's what
makes it authentic.
That's what make it where it can't fall off. You know what I'm saying? So y'all ain't gonna fall off, man. That's black. Like I say, man, black owned media, man. We need to keep this vibe, bro, and keep supporting each other, bro.
Yes, bro. Like that's all. Like, man, I appreciate you. Let me just come
positivity, no negativity, for real.
Nah, definitely, man. Before we get out of here, man, I do want to ask, do y'all have anybody on y'all hit list as far as that y'all want to do next, whether in the city, out the city, or just?
Man, I want to interview Jay White. We need to get him up on the show.
That boy got to respond. That boy viral.
We got to respond. We trying to get that day down.
Mr. Hit That. I want to put that. I want to shout out.
Mr. Hit That.
Like me and him been going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just busy. You know, he a father. You know what I'm saying? But he's definitely Dallas culture. But before we get out of here, I want to speak on Uno Loso. I feel like he's very slept on as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like he's definitely
check him out, please.
Definitely Dallas culture.
One of my favorite artists in the city. Period.
He's definitely his wordplay is crazy. So
his voice is crazy.
Shout out
for Dallas.
Even Pachico the Pilot, like them.
Pachico too, bro. I'm glad you brought that up. Pachico go super hard, bro.
He made the best
old school beats.
soulful records.
Yeah,
I want to say that on record.
Bro.
He make the best soulful records for sure.
No, facts.
That nigga don't make it, he could be an A&R for sure.
Like I said, it's all about consistency.
Try to get that Trap Boy and Yella interview too, man. Come on, man.
Yeah,
that's
come
gonna
on, man.
It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope.
Trap Boy Fred, which one is this camera? Hey, Trap Boy Fred. I got the Sleazy interview. It went by dope. He delivered a dope freestyle. You know
he did the best freestyle on the show.
Yeah, Sleazy Beezy definitely, did the best freestyle. Like I fucks with Sleazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely.
Trap, pull up with the whole Cool Money crew, man. I mean, you know that shit. Give these boys, pull for real.
Hey, one of my favorite verses from Trap was that verse he did on that Peso record.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
I ain't gonna lie. I know it might sound petty. I might still serve your ass some Reggie.
Hey, man.
That's one of the hottest, like, as I guess as a blogger media, that's one of my favorite trap feature verses ever. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Trap Boy Freedom for that. He definitely delivered on that record for sure.
For him and Yella did that drink in my cup, man. I fucks with that whole heavy.
Nah, for sure.
On some Texas shit.
It's dope.
Nah, definitely, man. For those that definitely want to follow your platform, check out your interviews you've done, what you got coming up, because definitely I want to make sure that they pause this right now and go subscribe to you. Tell them exactly how to get to your interviews and how to follow y'all individually.
Okay. Hey, my name Be Fresh. You can follow me or you can check out my interviews on IK YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm there right now. You know what I'm saying? Just
type in IK Studios on YouTube or Be FreshTalkz on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Instagram IK_Studios, Elijah X IK Studios. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and follow me on Instagram at Be Fresh_FreshTalkz with a Z.
You got any shout outs you want to give?
I want to shout out this guy, man, because like if it wasn't for him, or even
black man supporting another black man, let's go.
If it wasn't for his push, I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? I tell him that every time, like we celebrate every time we like complete an interview. You know what I'm saying? And I want to shout out Erica Banks. You know what I'm saying? Just for giving me opportunity in the beginning.
So humble, bro. So humble. I hate that she going through what she's going through right now, but she's so humble. She's cool.
Man, hey, we're praying for you, Erica, man. We love you, man. For real.
If it wasn't for her, I just feel like it wouldn't be no platform for me. You know what I'm saying? She was my first guest, and like
she put that stamp on it for sure.
That's real. No, that's real. And it always starts with the first one. Trust me. They always they remember.
Yeah,
they definitely.
She showed me love, and like she really put that push behind me.
It only take one interview for them to realize the dope shit you doing, and they gonna go back and watch all of them bitches.
Like who y'all feel like, you know, musically, like who y'all tuned into right now? 2020 Dallas music.
No, I ain't gonna lie. Kevin Got Bands just came into the interview.
Boy, Kevin Got Bands. I done saw the video with him too. Yeah, he dope.
We got an interview.
I'm ignorant, bro. I fuck with Go Brazy, bro. Okay. I fuck with Go. I'm just ignorant. I
want to shout out Muddy Boy Tony. I don't know if y'all tuned into him. Super dope.
R&B, bro. Oak Cliff R&B, man. It's crazy.
I want to shout out Billy Gang.
Southern Frank Ocean.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's my team. Billy Gang.
OG Bobby Billions. You feel me?
Bobby Billions.
Outside. Go look that up.
I fuck with Young OG. I fuck with a lot of niggas, man.
I fuck with a lot of niggas. We listen to all these niggas' music out here. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas' music. It's CSG Block. One of our people, Mellow Banks. You know,
I want to
check them out.
Yeah, bro. Like I just really. Like my goal is to build these relationships with these different artists, man. Like I just feel like it's not enough like unity in the city.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We could definitely send you some links to some artists that
there's so
you should
much
check
dope
out.
Artists in the city. I just feel like they not working with each other enough. I feel like we can be bigger than Atlanta.
No, we can't.
No, we will be. Cause you know why? Cause niggas like IK, like you, like us. Like Dallas Global, like everybody we gonna make it work, bro.
Absolutely.
For sure. That's
and I want to shout out everybody that came supporting me to Danielle, Kiambra, Exclusive, Uno Loso, Freeway RickRoss, Enchanting. I appreciate that. That was really big for me, regardless of the fact. Like I support her. Like Jonathan Wright. You know what I'm saying? That was very big for me. You know what I'm saying? So
season 2 finna be crazy, man. Be on the lookout.
I have Ben Billy coming. Yeah, so it's
Let
gonna
them
be
know.
50 million on the way, you know what I mean?
Let them know,
Hopefully we can get the Lady J. Yes, I want to say this on camera. Yeah, me and her done went back. She said when everything clear, she'll come rock with me. So shout out Lady J.
There you go.
Definitely.
There you go.
Elijah, you got any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to the team, man. Without the team, you couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out RK Studios, everybody that's down with us. Shout out to the supporters. Shout out to my mama. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like that.
There you go, man. Live store, man. IK Studios, man. Be fresh, man.
Yes,
you already
sir.
know.
Hey,
Y'all already gonna be.
Y'all gotta come rock with me. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
hey, definitely, man. Hey, for real. Just set the invite. We there, man. Set the invite. We there, man. We ignorant with it
y'all
too.
Dallas culture, bro. Real talk. Like,
Nah,
I
that's
salute
that's
y'all
love. Nah,
platform,
for real.
bro. Like,
That's
salute,
love, man.
Like,
Just
all bullshit
hey,
aside,
what
salute y'all platform. For
what
sure.
you doing is like. Honestly, like you said, who's checking out for 2020? Because we got to think 2021, 2022. Like, it's so many dope artists.
Yes.
And they need the platform. So blessings to what y'all are doing,
that's
man.
what I'm saying. Like, I don't care about no following. Like, if I feel like you dope, I'm going to share my platform. Let me try to help you. I believe in you. I don't give a damn about no social media.
Yeah.
I feel like you talented, I'm going to rock with you, regardless of the fact.
You had it here first, man. Don't be afraid to hit this man's line. He going to answer.
Absolutely.
Real life street stars, man. We salute, man. Hey.
Sir.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Stars, nigga. Move. Hey.